All right, so welcome back, everybody. And just a quick summary of last session. You guys, um, you know, quickly spoke with the potential slaves that you rescued from the Karja, um, and they requested that you escort them to the Norlands, as they knew a secret passage through the mountains. Um, and on the way there, you, Koros, you had a special sort of meditation moment and received a sign of this deity that has given you your Asimar kind of abilities and whatnot. And you briefly split from the Nor people to take on this cauldron, um, and have been slowly making your way through it, fighting a few bandits and taking a look at the carnage that was already been occurring there as the bandits seem to have been fighting the robots and trying to claim this cauldron as their own. And then
You missed the
immediately,
best part. I did
immediately,
all this while I was invisible.
Yeah.
and immediately before we parted ways for the evening, Koros and Cezellum were arguing as they walked down the stairs about who should be quiet, and gave themselves away as they were arguing very loudly. And the um, the scrapper started noticed them and started heading in that direction. So what we're gonna do is immediately everybody's gonna roll initiative.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh shit, I did not see this coming. Alright, let's get right to it, Zod.
Whoop, whoop.
Turn.
All right, just gotta quickly put the old values in.
Oh my god. I think I need to wash my hands like 3 more times after the last diaper I changed.
Oh man.
Little
Did they have-
disaster?
An
Can't get the
explosion?
smell. Yeah, oh, it was an explosion. I can't get the smell out.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's so bad.
I remember my little cousin when he was a baby. He shat himself all the way up his back. It was so bad.
Oh, yeah, that was last week.
Oh!
I don't know who does it.
Babies are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just one? No, there's 2 creatures. Okay.
It's a watcher and a scrapper.
And those pipes on the ground, is that like impassable terrain?
So
Or would it be jumpable?
the pipes, yeah, they would be jumpable. I would say it would be a fairly easy acrobatics check to get over them. Like they're like,
Cool.
Yeah.
Just like sliding on the hood of a car.
yeah, basically like that height.
There's a little bit of a bumpy roof though. Poof, poof, poof.
Oh, yeah, just watch the ridges on your situation.
All right, so first up in the turn order is Cezellum.
Oh yes. Okay. Can I see anything protruding off the scrapper?
Anything protruding off the scrapper?
Yeah, like things that can be removed. Canisters, blasters,
Do a,
radars.
Do a perception check and see what you can see.
$15.
Yeah, so from your position, you notice a power cell, kind of hanging off the back of it. And there's also, it almost looks like a backpack with an antenna sticking out of it, on the back of it.
I want to try and knock that off.
You try and knock off the backpack looking thing?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna move in. Right up in it. And I'm going to two-hand spear attack at that thing at where it like connects to the body and try and knock that free.
All right.
Turns out that's his child.
I still have
Oh, there's his
wait,
offspring.
hold on. Wait.
Reverse
We
kangaroo.
still have Dante, we still have Bless, don't we?
No.
Or Aid?
I mean, Koros and I are chain bonded.
You gave
I
me
haven't-
something else because I couldn't be bonded since I was invisible.
I mean, I blessed everyone, but that ended.
Yeah,
That's a
plus
minute.
ran out.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to continue with my plan of hitting for 24.
Yep, so
Woo.
24 hits the
Good plan.
Yep.
Just stick with those plans moving forward. You won't
Yeah,
even need
just-
bless.
Trying to make sure that, you know, I didn't have to, I couldn't do a power strike or something.
Nope, not quite yet.
And,
Koros, if you want to put the chain hard on you, though, I'd believe
Oh.
me and you bonded for the next few minutes at least.
It shall be done.
so yeah, so you you do a two-handed spear attack, and you start to pry off the it's essentially a radar.
Yep.
And you get it partway up, but it is still attached.
okay, and Zod's gonna move 40 feet in my direction because I've called him over to come join. And he's gonna arrive right there. Unfortunately, he can't quite make it. End of our turn.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right, so next up is the Watcher, which I don't think can actually do much from where it's sitting. Okay, so it is going to do a slam attack on you, Suzella.
Okay.
Sister, look out!
That misses.
All right, and that ends its turn. Alex, you're up.
Okay, so I'm still in the shadows. Like, it doesn't notice me, right?
I would say roll a stealth, just to see if you maintained it after initiative.
Okay. Let's be stealthy.
Ooh.
Good.
Ooh.
Hey.
+8.
No,
Holy
shush,
shit.
shush you.
Where did Alex go?
Okay, so the Watcher actually looks in your direction after hitting Sazalem, so you do not remain in stealth.
I'm no
It
longer.
did notice you as it was running over.
God damn it. Okay. All right. Well, that ruins my plan. So I guess I'll just take an arrow to this guy. So I pull out my bow and I shoot it.
Well, you will still get your sneak attacks at least.
Do I? Because
Yeah,
it
Sazalem's
notices
over
me.
there.
Because the Zellum is close to it.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I thought it was because it noticed me that I can't use it.
I mean, there's multiple ways you can achieve sneak attack. Either by
Okay.
hiding or by having us harass them.
Yeah, like as long as you've got advantage on the attack or someone is within melee range of your target, you get sneak attack.
What the heck? Why do I have burning hands here? John, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Anyways, I'm going to use my short bow.
On the Watcher?
Yes, this one right
Alright,
here.
so that just hits.
Okay. So that, and then I can do the 2d6 from here.
Yes.
Hey,
Okay, so you
Bad
do.
roll.
Oh my god.
Wow.
bad rolls today.
It's your turn.
That's like you use all of the advantage and the time and the focus of the sneak attack to clip his toenail.
Yeah.
Yes,
give him a Manny.
Yeah. You didn't know where that came from, that Manny.
The Watcher's toenails are trimmed, and the arrow sinks into its leg, and it's still going strong. Like it's you did not hit a vital part of the Watcher.
Okay. And then I'm gonna stay right where I am. Just you guys just be his meat puppets.
Koros, you're up.
All right. 40 feet to engage. I might be breaking the 8 on this one, eh, Nick?
Like the warding bond or whatever
Probably.
it was.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well,
I think
it
you
is
might be
broken.
muted.
It is broken. I charge in, and I'm dragging my greatsword behind me, and then as I leap over Zod to attack this Watcher, I'm gonna leap up, swirl it around, and stab it forward like a spear right at its eye to try to stop it from doing that blinding crap.
All right.
It is what it is.
And yeah, I had to engage. And in my act of leaping over Zod, it's going to be a reckless attack. Do. I didn't even need it to be. Oh, well, double crit? No, okay. I crit the thing. Okay. I went for the eyes.
Yeah, you hit the eye, and it is a vulnerable spot on this Watcher.
Oh, vulnerable? Meaning what?
So
Did I do more than that?
The 18 you did is doubled.
Holy shit! Okay, I did 36 damage to the thing's eye.
Nice.
My sword goes through its head and just keeps going, and the hilt goes through, and my arm goes through, and I'm like, ah! And I try to whack the thing off my arm, and I shake it onto the ground.
And that thing just falls to the ground limp, and it is completely out.
That's
That
amazing.
hard, and that
What did
nice
you just do?
manicure I gave him.
Oh, he was looking down. That's how I got that distraction. I'm gonna finish my movement to loop around and try to block this thing's escape. If he has any delusions of escape in mind. I'm done.
All right, sounds good.
Holy shit.
Dante, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I'll run
36
down the
damage.
stairs. I mean, what did you just do, Troy? Jesus.
I went for the eyes.
I just mean, like, is that just a regular attack?
Yeah, that's a regular attack with crit, and I have the great sword of warning that adds a d4 force to my attacks.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. I'm like, did you just do a smite? Did I miss something?
It's
Okay.
basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah, 2d6. Okay, yeah. Nice. Okay. I will run over here. This thing is much bigger than the other one, right?
Yes, yeah.
And is it wounded at all? You guys are...
I mean,
I did 8
there's-
damage to it trying to take the radar off the top of it.
But it still looks like it's got a lot of fight in it. Or...
Yeah, I mean, it was, the only damage is like the radar on the back of it is slightly pried up from its body. That's about it right now.
Fair enough. I'm just like wondering really, I guess, what I'm looking at. Is it like a human-sized thing? Is it like...
So it's
Like a large dog,
Oh. Okay. That's not...
right? Like maybe like a King Corso Mastiff sized dog, but like it's a quadruped. There's no pop-up thing for it, is there? Like a info card thing, like the other two? Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. Alright. It's pretty fierce looking. I will, I mean, you guys got it surrounded, beat up pretty good. I'll use Toll the Dead on it. So it makes a wisdom save.
Oh God.
It definitely
my
does
God.
not make that.
Oh, God. Yeah, you get it.
All right, so yeah, um, the bell fills the air, and it's just kind of gets disoriented by the sound, but it's still, still in pretty good working order.
All right, I'll move out here and I'll end my turn.
So the scrapper is kind of in a bit of a pickle with you guys surrounding it like this.
Yeah.
Well, what it is going to do is seeing as
I'm gonna take that attack of opportunity if you move.
Same.
so it's just gonna move just a little bit, and it's actually gonna take a shot at Alex. It has, so you see it has a gun on the top of it, and
the heck,
you see
man?
the gun start to charge up and take a shot at Alex.
Why me? I didn't even kill his brother.
And its
Yes.
aim is awful.
Yes.
And it basically it's like a cartoon where it makes an outline around your body in like the perfect shape. You do not get touched by its shot. There's just a nice little cutout on the wall behind you.
Yeesh!
A red hot spit.
And that is that's back to the top of the order.
Yes. Thank you for that. I'm going to yell, Karos! That! I want that! And now I'm gonna turn my aim onto that gun. And I'm gonna try and shoot that gun off.
All right.
Fuck it. Power shot. No. Damn it.
Yeah, no, so it sees your attack coming and kind of leans underneath it, and you do not make contact.
That's okay. I'm going to tell Zod the same thing, and he's going to try and hit it and knock the thing off. And he's gonna. Oh, no, not you. You go back here. Zod's gonna come up in its face and hit him.
Okay, so it's like doing the force.
Force empowered rend. Which, holy shit!
And I think roll 20 is just not rolling good for anybody tonight.
Except for me.
Yeah.
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 First
So,
crit of the night, so first fucking second roll.
yeah, it's got to balance out the 36 damage in one attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
No
so
more damage the rest of the night.
yeah. So the 11 misses. Once again, it's like it's on the ball. It sees both attacks coming and dodges out of the way of Zod's attack.
Did Alex hear me yell?
I did. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty, in my own world, almost getting lasered to death over here. Okay. I will wipe the sweat off my brow and try to steady my hands from not shaking, from almost dying, and pull my short bow again and try and knock an arrow into this hell of a beast. Yes. Come on. Yes. No. Wait, yeah?
All right. Yep.
And
Yep.
sneak
so,
attack.
Yeah, and sneak attack on
Oh,
top.
I thought I already did it, so it didn't count.
Nope, it's per turn.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
yes.
And he's a little busy.
Yes.
Nice.
Alright,
Finally.
Yeah, so the damage or the arrow, were you aiming just for it in general?
I was aiming for it's I don't know, whatever its weak point is.
Oh, you had to be a little more specific than that. So remember, it's
The groin?
the
What is it? What is
the
it
right-
called?
The scrapper?
Hold on. He's giving you description.
Yeah. So when Sazellen came down, she saw a radar on its back, and then there's a power cell.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hit.
The power cell?
He's put down his description.
I mean, what are you wanting to hit? I described 2 things. You said that one.
The power cell.
Okay. So yeah, you strike the power cell. The arrow sticks into it, and you see like sparks and that coming out of it, but everything still seems to be in working order.
That's it for me.
Alrighty, Koros, you are up.
All right. My sister wants that launcher you have, so I'm going to decapitate it if I pretend it's a head. So I'm just gonna lift my sword up, raise it behind my head, and just go for a clean horizontal shave, recklessly. Yeah, reckless. Yes.
Three definitely hits.
Do. For 15 damage.
Alright, so yeah, you leave a massive dent in this weapon. It's still attached, but you can see like the like it's bent, it's warped, kind of leaning off to one side, like it's partially ripped off. But it is still attached, and it's oddly enough, it's still functioning.
It's nearly headless, Nick.
Ew.
Alright, I will maintain a threatening posture as we try to remove this, what I can only assume to be the head.
Just an intimidating look on your face.
That's what she said.
Alright, Dante, it's up to you.
Alright. I am going to hit it with another Toll the Dead. So we seem to have this well handled. Let's do a wisdom save on its end. Which
Alright,
will
so
fail.
it fails.
Oh. So it takes 1 damage.
So yeah, it just kind of shrugs off your attack like these bells ain't doing shit.
Yeah, that's oh, just gonna sit back and watch the show. Team has this handled. No need to burn through the spell repertoire quite yet.
I know. Save those.
Alright, so it is going to turn and look at you, Sazellum, and it is going to do a bite attack.
Hey.
Nope. Deflect.
Alright, yeah, so it goes to bite you, and you just, like, with your spear, just swat its head away. Like, get out of here with that. And it's back to you, so retaliate immediately afterwards.
Oh yes, but we're not doing a power shot this time.
Alright, 18 hits.
Nice.
5 damage.
Alright, so yeah, you just you just stab it into the or just give it a good swipe.
Well, I'm trying to disconnect the gun still.
Oh, right. Okay, so yeah. The gun is once again still attached, but it's like barely hanging on at this point.
Zod's going in for force rend power for 14.
Alright, 14 does hit.
Okay. Where is it? For another 5.
Alright, 5 damage. Alright, so with his last attack, you see the gun just fly off the top of the scrapper. And,
We got it!
Lands on the ground nearby.
Huzzah!
Excellent.
Is that everything for your turn?
That's both of us, yeah.
Okay, so Alex, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more arrow. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure I'm keeping up with these arrows here. Oops, not 8. I think I have 70. 7 left. So I'm going to pull back my bow one last time, hopefully, and shoot for power cell. Yes. And then I'm going to do my sneak attack.
All right, and with that, you see the power cell, like basically the second arrow strikes, and the power cell just starts like flickering, and then it goes gray. So it has been rendered useless. The power cell was just powering its weapon though, so like the entire machine isn't useless. It's just that the power cell that no longer has a weapon that it's powering is now broken as well.
Oops.
But it is it's still standing. It's starting to look a little rough, but it's still good to go.
All right. Well, I guess that ends my turn. You know what? I'm gonna move over here, and that ends my turn.
All right, Koros, you're up.
Oh, this monster yet survives. Okay, well the head has been knocked loose, the head gun. I'm just gonna try to put this thing down before it does any more damage. And just go straight for the center of mass, trying to cleave it in half. That I know will work. Recklessly. 23.
Great. Yep, 23 hits.
11 damage.
All right, so you see it like, like a horse when there's too much weight on it. It kind of like starts like looking a little weird in the middle. It makes that movement as you hit it, but it is still standing. It is still ready to fight.
We've almost got it. I think.
All right, Dante.
Oh my. Alright, well I'm actually gonna hit this time. Alright, well, robot. Simply go to sleep. And then do a wisdom save. And then I'll actually roll a 12 this time. Alright, time to die. Oops. 4.
All right, so 4 damage. You see it starting to sway a little bit with this attack, but again, it's still ready to go.
I just start like whispering to it, like just go to sleep now. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. In retaliation for that attack, trying to split it in half, it is going to try and do a bite attack against Koros.
It has advantage.
Oh.
Ouch.
Ouch, brother. Ouch. Are you raging?
No.
Oh my god, it just returned the favor.
My everything.
Oh my god. Ow.
Oh my goodness. I will use silvery barb.
Is that a reaction?
It is a reaction. It causes a target of my choice to re-roll their d20 and use the lower.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so in this case, I would only be rolling 1.
Roll one more d20
Okay.
to fight off your crit. I potentially give you disadvantage. Well, I do, technically. But if you roll another 20, there's nothing I can do. Alright, you take the 12.
12.
Wait, what?
All right, so 12 misses.
Oh yeah, 12 misses.
Yeah.
I was like, you said I'd take 12.
Wow,
I'm like,
nice
I'm confused.
save, Dante.
Silvery fire leaps from my fingertips.
My life just
Blinds
flashed
the
before my
creature.
eyes.
As
Alright.
this attack misses and just gouges the floor, probably for like 6 inches deep into where Koros was.
Yeah. Like right between his feet, just leaves a huge dent in the floor.
I can't do that again. And one more of that.
I
Nope,
appreciate
that's my last
it.
spell. If I do it again, I have to use higher level spell slots.
Zod's gonna step here.
Suzella, gain advantage on your next attack. That's another aspect of silvery barbs.
Awesome.
So,
Zod's gonna go there, and he's gonna attack first.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so 19 hits.
well, that sucked.
All right. So
Have no fear. I am going to take a step up into a flanking position. What's the flanking again? Is that advantage? So I get like double advantage?
Just the one advantage.
Yeah, just the
Damn.
one. But
All
yeah, I
right.
guess since it is facing Koros, yeah, you would have advantage here.
Power shot to knock that radar off. I can't beat a natural 20. I'm not gonna bother rolling. I'm not gonna bother rolling.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Way to squander my advantage.
And it's
Yeah.
the modifier doesn't go twice, right?
It is
just
just
one-
the damage dice.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2d8s plus 1 for 8 damage. That was anticlimactic, but that was great. 8 damage to knock off the radar.
And yeah, so you see the radar as well just fly off. This thing's just down to just its claws and its teeth at this point.
That's it for me.
All right, Alex, it is your move.
Okay. I think what I want to do is you know what? I'm gonna come join the little powwow you guys got going. I'm gonna move here. And I'm actually going to use my short sword and stab him right in the back.
In the front, he is facing Koros, so.
Oh, in the front. I'm gonna stab him right in his little neck. Or thick neck, I guess.
You attempt to, but unfortunately, it just kind of knocks your sword away, and you are unsuccessful in your hit.
And this is why I don't do short distance attacks. So I'm just gonna use my cunning action and just kind of disengage.
Just, oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, oh, I'm out of here. Good luck.
All right, Koros, back to you.
Okay, so you just attacked the radar dish. Did you knock it off?
Yep.
Okay. Beautiful. I'm gonna
Take its
finish
head.
this thing off. Yeah, the head.
Yeah.
Wait, it has another head. Alright, I take its head with reckless abandon. 17 and 24.
All right, so either of those hit.
13 damage to its head
Nice.
that it tried to bite me with.
All right, so your sword partially cuts through its head. It is surprisingly still standing, but there is a huge caved-in section in its face at this point.
Ooh, you got pretty quiet there.
Yeah, you sound like a 50s radio host.
I do?
Yeah, you sound good
You
now.
did.
You did.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
This creature is powerful, very durable.
All right.
Very much near its end. Time
Yes.
to die. One more failed wisdom save, please. And I will roll. That is
Just take the first one. It took a minute for it to actually.
at 16. No,
Yeah.
that's probably that. My spell save is 14. All right. Well, disregard this perfect 12. All right. Just gotta get the bad ones out. Nothing. I do nothing.
It's
Damn it!
shrug-
Just
it's
die already.
shrug-
I'm not gonna waste any more magic on you. Just like falling apart in front of me. Kill it already. Take a step back.
All right. It is going to once again attempt to attack Koros with a bite attack.
Uh-oh. I was hoping it'd be dead. It has advantage.
Its head is not on for proper
Oh, good.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
I hold it back with my blade as it chomps on the sword.
Its neck is barely holding its head on. Misses badly.
So to your comment of just kill it already, I'll twirl my spear in my hand and be like, that's the plan, and slam it down, two-handed attack again on its neck, trying to sever it. No, fuck.
Yeah, a 10 does not hit.
Zod!
Don't worry. We have 5 turns. It's going to die.
16?
Yep, 16 hits.
Well, that's not it. That's not it.
Zod,
Let's try
Zod.
6.
God.
All right, so yeah, 6 damage. It's looking rough. It's still.
Oh my
not-
god, just die!
Alright.
Fuck, six shot.
Hey, these things have a lot of health.
Yeah, it does. Like, who's anyone counting?
I barely hit it, so no.
All right, Alex, your go.
Alright, my go. I am going to once again use my trusty, put my short sword away, use my trusty bow, and pull that sucker back and aim it right in its gullet, or in its throat, I guess. Come on, come on.
Yeah, so a 10 misses.
God damn it. Are we just cursed with bad luck?
Not me.
God damn it.
Koros. Forgot 6.
The arrow flies over, completely misses. Koros, you see this, and you go for another attack.
Ah. Alright. I will continue to be the lumberjack of this robot and swing recklessly at its battered head. Good thing I'm reckless.
Alright, so yeah, 18 or
Gah! 13 damage again. Do I cleave its skull?
so the with this latest attack, you're honestly surprised that this thing is still standing. It's like sparks flying everywhere. It's like just twitching out, like with it's but it is still up. It is still.
Oh my
standing.
god. Alright. I guess it's to me, everyone. For God's sakes. This thing, you, robot, just die. I run over here, I pull out a dagger. I duck under it, and I stab up into its face.
Oh shit, his face is like a pendulum right now.
All right, 17 hits,
For
And-
4 piercing damage.
and with that, the
Finally!
So I catch its body, like, as I stab up into its head, and then just kind of, like, lower it to the ground.
yes,
Throw it
very
off.
gracefully, and the scrapper, you see the light fade from its eyes, and the scrapper has passed away.
I stand up, and I dust myself off. Now, was that so hot?
Congratulations.
I'm going to pick up the radar and put it into the bag of holding. And then I'm going to pick up the gun and put it into the bag of holding.
I slip my
Dust
dagger
myself
back into my
off.
boot. It's the first time you guys have seen me draw a weapon.
Is it very
The heck?
it is the first time. I would like to also loot our friend the scrapper.
All right.
Gross.
I'm going to
Might strike
investigate
that blade.
and just keep watch over here and be like, somebody must have heard that bell I was ringing for 20 seconds straight.
Nobody heard nothing.
What kind of? I want to investigate the room. Like, where are we?
So, like, this room has a lot of pipes. It's at this point, it's more of just like a like there's no construction happening in this specific area. It is
Okay.
just a room.
No signs of
for,
like machinery or anything like that. It's just like hallway and.
Yeah, it's essentially a hallway, and like the pipes are transporting like hydraulic fluid and all that kind of stuff. There are vents on the wall that are releasing heat here and there. But other than that, it's mostly just like passageway.
Can I loot the Watcher?
Indeed.
Okay.
I creep up behind Chorus. That great sword is quite an impressive thing.
Yes, our friend still owes me stories of its glory.
Quite so. I've never seen a blade quite like it. You fucking destroyed that thing.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard you swear, Dante.
I might have just stopped that. Somehow you can read minds.
Okay. So I've. Can I pick up the power cell, or is that just destroyed?
Yeah, the power cell is just destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah, I destroyed it.
Like it's
That's
still attached
good.
to the scrapper, but it's just like essentially shattered. Like there's not really much you could get out of it.
Ah, so that's probably why the machine core is dead. Makes sense. Okay. Move on, gentlemen.
I agree. Nothing more to be learned here.
Yes.
Um,
It's been a brilliant path of destruction so far. I don't
perhaps
know if we're
our-
any closer to finding out what's going on here.
perhaps
Maybe-
the rogue can stealth forward and
Yes.
you know
I-
go forward a little more. Do some
Yeah.
stealthing. I did the invisibility already. It's your turn.
All right. I am going to stealth to this corner here and peer to see if I can see in here. If that's possible. Okay.
All right. So yeah, you see kind of like a barred door to your right, and then there's not really much that you can see from the stairs. It's a much longer stairway.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I have spells that I've never used. Let me see if I can use any of these. They don't really help me that much. Okay. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna try and peer down the stairway here. See what I can see. Yeah? Oh, wasn't sure if anybody heard me.
Yeah,
Ah.
no, it's just taking me a minute to do the polygon reveal there.
Okay. I'm going to sneak down to this landing here. See if I can see anything from there.
Did you tell us about this gate door?
Mm-mm. No, I didn't. No, we did. You didn't tell us, John. Why did you show us?
Yeah, I did. So I said that you saw the.
No,
part
I'm
the-
asking Alex if Alex told the group that was there, or if you're just moving on.
I'm just taking a look to see what's in the
Cool.
next room, and then I was going to make my way back up.
Cool.
Okay, so. All right. What the heck is that? Am I able to see what that is?
Yeah. So you peer up and you see another scrapper guarding that room.
All right. I'm gonna move here and see if I can look in this little area here.
Okay. So as you're approaching the stairs, I'm gonna have you roll stealth
And
with advantage, just because you're like still in the stairs area. Like your head's gonna be peeking out into the room, but you're mostly in cover.
okay, so what do I roll for advantage after I roll the stealth?
But you have to do your stealth roll twice, or like.
Twice?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's yeah, it doesn't see you. So
Okay. So tell me. Okay, so there's a large room. All right. I think I will go. I don't want to risk anymore because not risking anything is an idiot move. So I come back up here and I tell the group what I saw. And about the secret door here.
The
Okay.
secret door.
Should we try and check the secret door before we keep going?
Did I see any alarms or anything like that?
You
I mean,
can check it for traps.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
all you saw was just the door as you were
Oh,
sneaking up.
shit.
You didn't really check it out.
Well, can you check for traps so that I can unlock the door? Because I have
Yes.
thieves' tools.
Oh, so do I, but I'll check for. I will. Perception. I'm very bad at perception, so I wouldn't be the best person to peer.
Allow
I have
me.
perception. Actually, yes, Dante, please. Please check.
Yes!
Oh, thank you,
Nice!
Dante. You're my
What
favorite.
would you like me to see? I have X-ray vision. You see.
We're looking for traps.
So yeah, so Dante, you check up and down the door. You try and peer everywhere that you can to see if there's any something connecting to an alarm. And other than the door being locked, there is no alarm.
I see
Or trap.
nothing. It apparently indicates a trap or an alarm. We could try and make it way through. Seems locked.
We both have thieves' tools. Alex, did you want to give it a go first, since this should be your field of expertise?
Yes. What do I roll?
There's actually a thieves' tool kit thing on the side under tool proficiencies.
Oh, do it. Yes.
Did you add it?
Yes.
10.
10.
All right, so a 10, you try and fiddle with the lock, but you are unsuccessful in actually getting the door open.
Oh God. Okay, I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so it takes you a few minutes. After like 3 or 4 minutes fiddling with the door, you kind of you don't want to be like that person who's like, "Oh, let me do it," and then you fail. But you're taking longer than it should take to unlock this door. But eventually, you do hear a click, and then the door swings open.
Look.
And
In my defense, I'm a little shy around new people.
Then once I unlock the door, I'm gonna stand and ask Dante to help me look for anything technically advanced and triangular shaped.
Well, yeah. Can't say I'm very knowledgeable about these things, but I follow her lead. Do you want me to make a perception check?
Yeah, and yeah, you can roll perception.
18.
Okay.
14.
All right, so you both find about 185 gold in coinage. So there's like 70 gold, 900 silver,
Oh.
and 2,500 copper.
Holy shit.
We're rich.
Then there's a few like artsy things in here that this is like almost like a storage room. That things have been sitting there for a while. So you found a gold locket with a painted portrait inside. Or sorry, you found 2 gold lockets with painted portraits inside. A silver ewer.
A what? Sorry, I was sneezing.
A silver ewer, like EWER.
Okay.
A pair of engraved bone dice.
I want those.
A small mirror set in a painted wooden frame. So
I want the dice.
All 5 of those objects are worth 25 gold apiece.
And a wooden frame? What was the last thing you said?
A small mirror set in a painted wooden frame.
In a painted wooden frame.
Is that like the mirror set from these tools for peeking around corner? That kind of mirror set? Or like for makeup?
I mean, it would be for like makeup, that kind of thing. But I mean, realistically, you could, I guess, use it that way
Check
if you
it.
wanted to.
That is where my mind went. That is where I went. Could use half my stuff.
I'm gonna put the 185 gold pieces in the bag of holding, or is there any? Or do you disagree with that, Dante?
No.
It's the
Put it in.
party's money,
Yeah.
anyways. And am I taking the 900 silver?
Yeah. Put that in. I mean,
Throw it
it's
all in the
heavy.
sack.
So, yeah.
Okay. Now, how much weight is that gonna be?
Yeah, maybe we should come back for it after our.
It's okay.
Does the bag of holding like delete weight?
The
It
so
does.
before
It only has a
before
limited amount of
tonight.
space.
Oh, it has a limit.
No, right now with the 940, well, 900 gold and 185 gold pieces we just picked up, I'm at 134.94, but that doesn't count the radar or the scrapper gun.
Yeah, coins don't take up a lot of space. They
They're
just
just
can't
heavy.
get heavy.
Yeah, so yeah, we're fine. I'm still at like 100, 200 tops. It should be fine. We can keep going.
Okay. But also, you're during your search, you also found the two of you found so a potion of climbing, 3 potions of healing, and a firebolt spell scroll.
Ooh.
Firebolt? The cantrip?
Yeah, firebolt. Yeah, the cantrip.
Oh.
Hot
Okay.
damn.
And Zellum, you being having the more perceptive eye, tucked away behind one of the boxes, you actually find boots of elven kind.
Ooh.
And then
That's
you
pretty sweet.
also find a pearl that has like a kind of like glowing blue mysterious energy. But you've never come across one of these, so you don't know what it is.
Glowing
it-
blue. What? Sorry.
Arcane energy.
Is it a beat of force?
Well, you'll have to do an Arcana check to see.
So
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put the pearl into my bag because I found that. So I'm putting that into my bag. Boots of elven kind. I don't suppose I have time to put those on my feet, and I'm pretty sure those don't require attunement. Correct?
You wouldn't know.
Double check.
Because I'm pretty sure that's something I can make, and it doesn't require
Yeah,
attunement.
It does not require attunement.
Do I have time to put those on my feet, or can I just shove them in my bag?
I mean, you guys aren't
Engaged yet?
engaged in any combat or
You
anything.
take all the... Yeah.
No, I'll just put them in my bag. I'll just put them in my bag. Okay, cool. I have all this stuff written down.
Okay,
Dante,
great.
anything else, or are we good to go?
I don't know anything. I didn't see anything. Or,
I'm
Not
asking because
anything
you were my
interesting.
other set of eyes looking in here.
yeah. I mean, I think John gave us the rundown on these things.
Yeah, and Koros, your Arcana check
Mm.
not notify you of anything.
Yeah,
but,
no dice.
Maybe somebody who's a spellcaster could have a better chance.
I figured because like I play with beats of force on my sword. I was like, is it that? Nah, probably not.
We can distribute all the stuff after. I'll just shove everything in the bag of holding. Sounds like a plan.
That's what you gotta do.
Okay. All right. So what did you say is ahead, Alex?
A scrapper. I seen one scrapper. About. It's straight down those stairs. It's literally in view of the stairs. It's about 5 feet away, 25 feet away from the bottom of the stairs. And that's all I saw before I thought to come back.
Round 2, gentlemen.
round 2, you know, I can always go for a second round.
I'm just gonna look at you and be like, okay, we go.
Wait.
And I'm just gonna. Can I stealth down the hall, or was it aware of Alex's presence?
It was not aware, not that I know of.
No, I was not aware.
All right, I want to stealth down.
Okay, roll stealth.
20 plus 3. Oh, great. Shh, everyone, shh. Shh, shh, shh.
I'm gonna stealth up behind you and shush you in return.
I stay up at the top and just like smack my head, just like shaking my damn head.
Yeah, I'm also rolling my eye.
Alright, so as
You're shushing too loudly.
as you're walking up the stairs and you're shushing your brother behind you, you aren't noticed. But as Koro stomps up the stairs, shushing you, suddenly it perks over, and you hear it. You hear like this high-pitched, like charging sound, and then it just kind of you hear like a, and it's and that's all you hear, and it is now aware of everybody's presence as it scanned the area with its radar.
Is this the same thing that we just killed in the other room?
Yeah. Round 2.
Okay. All right.
And, so everybody roll.
Oh, I thought somebody brought ale. Damn.
Oh. John, what is the pair of engraved what again? Sorry, I can't even read my own writing.
Yeah.
So it was a pair of engraved bone dice.
That right. It looks like beer on my page. That's why.
Wishful thinking.
Just for you, brother.
Yeah.
Gotta
Okay.
add everyone to initiative.
That's all.
You roll initiative through your character sheet, and you have your token selected. It automatically goes into the turn order.
Is this you asking us non-token users to start token using?
Why do I
The
have to go
silence is
first?
telling.
No, I'm also like push to talk too, right? So,
True.
and also the button that is push to talk. If I hold it down while I'm on the screen, it zooms out. So I need to move the mouse and select a different window in order to talk.
Oh fuck. That's a nuisance. You can just go back to the echo if you want.
All right, Alex, you are first.
Okay, I guess. Well, since these two doorknobs are in my way, I'm just gonna stand here, and I am going to. Oh, what's this? Hold on. I think I might do silent image. Would that work?
Hang on, checking what that is.
It's the level 1 illusion spell.
Yeah. Like, would I be able to cast an illusion and then just walk down the stairs? The illusion to walk down the stairs and distract it, or is that how that works?
So depending on what the spell says, depending on what it can do, right? So it takes a full action to cast the spell. You could
Yeah,
cast silent image, and then depending on like what the spell says, like you might be able to do it next turn or right away.
Okay, I'm cast Silent Image then. Just because I'd like to see how it's, and I can't hide from these spells forever. So I cast Silent Image, and it creates a second image of me. I guess I'm doing that right.
Okay, so you're just going to create an image of you. Where are you going to place it? Because it's within 60 feet, right? So,
60?
it can be any object that, as long as it's no larger than.
Okay, well, it's me, and I want to cast it for here. Right? I can do that. That's yeah. So I'm gonna cast it right down here.
Okay, so you're going to create like a special duplicate image of you.
Yes, and all my sexiness, and it's gonna go right there. I don't know if I need a special token. I don't to indicate that it's there. I'm just gonna draw. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just use your old one.
Okay. And yeah, and then it's just gonna stay right there. And that ends my turn. So that should be able to get its attention over here rather than at Cizelum. Hopefully.
Koros, your move.
Well, let's see here. So it spotted us. There's only one thing for it. And I charge past Zellum. And I go for the gun. Not recklessly, though.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Just to see a regular old
Wait,
first
is that the same
engagement
movement?
swing. What?
How much movement was that?
I was 40. I cast Longstrider on myself.
Right. Okay.
When we came in here. I think that lasted an hour. So as long as it hasn't been an hour, I'm hitting this thing for 15 accuracy.
And
Is that it?
15 hits.
Yes! To the gun! I will separate your gun from your whatever it's connected to, beast! I am done.
All right. So yeah, you do some solid damage to that gun. But it is still attached. Just very dented.
It'll take a few. I need a blade made of whatever these monsters are made of.
I can
Blade
make
made of
that
you.
for you.
All right, Zellum.
It's my turn. Okay. Well, Jesus, brother, it's not like I can let you do that by yourself. I'm going to move in 30 feet. And then I'm going to throw my spear at it.
Nice.
At the juncture of the gun. 16?
Okay. Yep. 16 does hit.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So it's more of like a glancing blow. Like it's you do hit where you were aiming, but it's just kind of ricochets off and then poofs and teleports back into your hands.
Zod's going to go bounding past Dante and Alex and jump right in front of Alex's mirror image.
Rude.
Can we see more of the room now that we're here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll fix that.
Thank you.
Okay. So that was Zod's turn. All right, Dante, you're up.
Okay. Again, let me just save my big spells for healing and, like kicking back and watching the show. Run down here. Oh, quickly glance over at Alex, be like, "Oh shit! No, never mind." Skip over here. Skip around Zod.
At least it fooled
Koros.
somebody.
Swinging in at this thing, and I will, yeah, stand my ground and cast Toll the Dead. Yeah, get old wisdom save. I begin arcane casting and then clap my hands. Radiant fire shoots forward. Get a
All
stat
right.
for 7 necrotic damage.
All right, so yeah, you see it kind of sway back and forth from the bells, and it's this one seems to be at least a little bit more affected by your Toll the Dead than the previous scrapper you ran into.
I know its weak spots now. Under the jaw.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okie dokie. Now it's up to the scrapper. And it is going to try and make a bite attack on you, Koros, since you're right up in its face.
Naturally. I have engaged it. It's welcome to. Ow!
Puffs at his chest and is bit hard.
13, that hurts.
This thing actually can hit pretty hard.
A mighty foe.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, now it is back to you, Alex.
Okay. Can I move this guy? No, I can't. Oh, yes, I can. Yeah. So I'm going to move him right here. Does that cost an action to do?
Yeah.
Ah.
So that's what I was trying to say. Like, depending on what spell and how the spell is written, it takes
Okay.
like your turn to move it otherwise.
Actually, yes, I'm gonna move him here. And that, because it takes one action. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do for now.
Put him right up on the thing, like mooning him.
Right here, yeah. Well, maybe one away so he doesn't, discover my illusion. So I'll put that there and I'll stay right where I am.
So the creature would have to use its action to examine the image, or like you said, like do some sort of physical interaction with it.
Yeah. Okay, and then, yeah. I can't do cunning action because I'm already disengaged, or can I? Because it's an extra move, right?
You can dash,
Yep.
disengage, or something else.
Okay, I'm going to dash down these stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, right here. I'm going to dash down here. And that ends my turn.
Alrighty.
Stealth is the other option, right?
Yeah, I think it's dash, disengage, hide.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, Koros.
Okay. That hurt. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep trying to take the gun off. I think that's the thing to do. Yeah, we're gonna take the gun off this thing. I'm afraid of swinging recklessly now, but he just smoked me, so like... Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll swing recklessly.
Do
I'm gonna cleave that gun straight off.
Yes!
Not necessary.
Nice!
Wha-bam! 10. Prepare to be disarmed.
And with that shot, the gun is taken right off, and it flies across the room.
Brilliant. And with that, I'm going to rotate around it to block its escape. Stand with, Alex here. Ah! Brave of you to enter the combat so close.
It nods at you.
I am done.
Alright, Suzelle.
I'm going to go right here. And that's flanking, correct?
No. Koros was in front of it when it attacked, so it's essentially that square I just highlighted is what it's facing.
Gotcha.
Oh, is you're flanking the actual back, not like being surrounded?
I just thought it had to be like opposite sides of it.
That's how flanking rules are written. It's got to be immediately behind the character.
Yeah, 180 degree line.
Fine. I will go right
Oh,
here.
that's
then.
what you mean. Yeah.
And Zod is
Be
going
like
to
a
move
diagonal,
up
but it's gotta be
here.
directly across.
And I am going to hit him for a two-handed spear attack. Just trying to not hitting anything specific. 13.
13 just hits.
Oh shit, biscuits on a stick.
I really don't need to reckless this thing.
Okay, I don't know why that didn't work. 5.
Okay, so yeah, takes 5 damage.
So it's gonna force him power. Force. Yeah, your mic had just screwed me up there. I was like, what? As myself. Force and power rend obviously misses for 8. So yeah.
All right, that's your turn.
Yeah, but Zod's just gonna move a little bit more forward to here. Which does not, does not provoke attack of opportunity. So that's good. We're done.
Okie dokie, Dante.
Oh, that's me. All right. I'm perfectly happy with the amount of glory I'm getting so far. I will continue to toll the dead. If he could just fail on another wisdom save, that'd be ideal. I clap my hands, and necrotic fire leaks from this thing
All right,
for
so yeah,
4 damage.
it's like necrotic damage. You start seeing like parts of it rusting a little bit, but it is still standing.
Alright. I'll move just a little closer. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, Mr. Scrapper here is actually going to take a swipe at Zod. So it's going to do a bite
Oh
attack.
hell no!
14?
Nope. Zod's natural armor is 15.
All right. Well, then that is the Scrapper's attack. So Alex, you're up.
Okay. I know I always ask this question. I'm such an idiot and I always forget. But if I shoot my arrow, will I potentially hit Sizzalum?
The only time I do something like that is if it was like a natural one.
Oh my god. Well, you know what?
I'm
like
not
to
even
get.
worried. I'm not even
I'm a
worried.
gambling man, and I'm gonna pull my short bow back, and I'm going to hit him right in his little eyeballs, I guess, or his head.
His beady little eyes.
Susanna, look out!
His beady little eyes. And because I got Skulker, even if I miss, it doesn't give away my position. So,
Yeah, since you're still stealth here.
well, that
Oh
was
my god.
really
That's a
bad. So,
Not
That's-
even worried.
That's...
All right, roll damage.
no one.
Why damage?
Because she's shooting
Oh, she
through you
failed.
and critical failed.
Yeah, but doesn't she have to roll to see if she hits me?
That's what I did.
That's,
Right?
actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that.
I mean, you could roll against Zelem's armor.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled the short bow again.
Yeah. Yeah, and this will determine if it's a wide shot or if it does hit
It's a
stuff.
wide shot.
Okay. So, yeah, so your attack completely misses. Goes, like, basically goes up into the ceiling.
I kind of white knuckle my bow because I'm so frustrated with all these misses. and I kind of just dash over into this corner, and that ends my turn.
Since she has Skulker, we don't even know who fired
Yeah.
that arrow. We're like, what the hell?
What
that come
the what
How
the
we
dink is
know?
that noise?
Just
We
hear
know
like a
who
bang
fired
in the,
that.
in the ceiling. What the hell was that?
Then we see Alex dashing across the room.
Wasn't me.
Awkwardly Naruto running like into the corner. Alright, Boros.
That
your
does
move.
make it better. Oh, okay. I'm gonna move into a flanking position. Is that gun still there?
Yes. No,
Well,
it's gone.
You knocked the
Excellent.
gun off, yeah.
I'm going to remember
What
how we
gun?
fought this thing the last time and go for the radar dish. And instead of swinging at this thing, I'm gonna stab into it and like lever, like crowbar this thing, and then remove the sword. Just go at it like a monster here. Okay, advantage, thank God. 14!
And, yep, and 14 does hit.
Form of crowbar! 13.
Alright, so you stick your sword in, you start prying up, and you can hear like the bolts popping and stuff like that, but you don't quite get it off. It's almost, but it's still hanging on a little bit.
But I pry my sword free before it swings at me. I end my turn. Move in, Alex! We almost have it surrounded! Just take a step forward!
I just
Alright.
nod.
Zelen. Got you.
Do I get flanking now because he's in the other position?
Well, so
Or is it because he's facing me?
yeah, he's facing you, so that's why Koros got it.
That's
Oh.
okay. I'm just checking.
Oh, it's not a 180-degree thing.
Oh, I did not realize.
Natural
That's
20.
how
Doesn't
that's
matter
done.
anyway. Eat a dick. I'm cutting your head off at the neck.
Woohoo! Yep.
There we go. 12 damage.
All
I
right.
obviously use silvery barbs to steal Sazelum's crit. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
All right, so yeah, you go and take a swing at the head. It leave a really solid dent in it, but it is still standing.
That's okay. Zod's gonna now body slam it from the other side. No, he's not. He misses.
Indeed, he does.
He's too afraid to throw him into Alex there.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's our turn.
Dante, it's up to you.
Okay.
I believe in you, Jesus man.
Well, your belief is not misplaced. Everyone have faith. Time to die, creature. Wisdom save, please. Here we go, big money. Bam! Yeah. Get him for 10 necrotic damage on that fail. I'm helping.
Wow.
Yeah, you seem to hit the vulnerable spot with this Toll the Dead, and you start seeing like parts start to rust and like wires corroding and stuff like that. It is still going, but like it's in pretty rough shape at this point.
Well, for 76 damage, yeah, it better be.
Alright. If we fight more than one of these, I'll get serious.
One
Yes,
more?
it
This
does.
is the second one.
If we fight more than one at a time, you guys
Oh,
got
okay.
All right.
I'll just sit back. I'll heal you if you die. Keep going. You got this.
You guys look like you're about to curb stomp this guy.
We are
Oh,
curb
we are.
stomping him. I just crit it. I just crit.
All right. At this point, the Scrapper is going to try and make a bite attack on you, Sazellum.
Okay. I'm gonna shield that. I cast shield as a reaction. Brings my AC up to 19.
Okay. So then, yeah. you
So
bust
my
your
big
shield out.
plasma shield pops up from my bracer with a giant, it's like a tri-pointed shield with Zod's head on the middle. Just, psh. Yeah, Scrapper runs smack into it. I realize I'm not on camera, so my hand gestures aren't being seen.
You gotta make
I
whoosh
picture some
sounds.
sort of Zod Megazord, where he just like leaps onto your chest.
Roar!
Yeah, and I did look up that flanking rule, so it looks like it is the opposite corner or the border. So,
Oh.
interesting, because I remember reading it was just the opposite side. So
So somebody's on the opposite side from you. As long as somebody can tickle his butt.
Yeah, because there's no
There's my shield.
technical orientation in 5e. They're technically facing all directions at all times.
Cute little bunny.
It really
Kinda
depends on the
funny.
DM's interpretation, obviously. There's no
Yeah.
mechanics for it. They just assume that they're like spinning around and fighting.
yeah, because like based on how the flanking rule is written that I'm reading, like all three of you would have advantage on every single attack that you're doing against this thing.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
except for Zod, actually. You and Cezalem would.
Yeah,
Flanking greatly favors the people who outnumber.
Yeah.
In this
that's why
case,
it's an
us.
optional rule. It's not an official rule.
Yeah.
If we
it's
ever
just
fight a
very-
bunch of little guys, then they can mess us up.
Yeah, can turn against you pretty quick.
The goblins sort of have it built in. Like the things with pack tactics, but it's...
It is my turn.
Yes,
I will
nice.
now try and fuck shit up.
Oh,
And
anal
No?
sex.
oh, okay. We'll do anal sex then.
That's what you said though. Sorry,
What?
that is how you fuck the
What?
shit up is anal sex.
Oh my god, Koros! I'm gonna look over you and be like, are you for real right now? Are you serious?
I just try to get at his level. I'm sorry. I'm trying to bond.
Ooh, I wait.
I look embarrassed right now. I just.
I don't know what I'm
like-
doing.
I give the okay side. Nice. And so I take out my not so trusty short bow again, and I obey him. Yes.
Yep.
Eh,
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Wait, that should be a 2d6. What
Yeah,
the
that's I
heck,
was just gonna
man?
say you're. Okay.
I'll fix that. Don't worry.
So 14.
I was gonna say, are you just super unlucky and roll 2 1s?
No. Shush. There we go.
So yeah, this bow, you strike it like kind of in the where if it was an actual animal, it would be like the collarbone sort of region, and it's having a rough go. Like it's like sparks are going. It can't move its head a certain way because of the arrows kind of jammed into like a part of its vertebrae if it had it. And it's on death's door right now. It's looking pretty rough.
And then I turn to Koros and I say, "It's all up to you, bro."
All right.
All right.
Then I'll
Carl,
take
follow
my
through.
blade, I'll twist it just right, and in this underneath thrusting motion, right up into his body. Oh, didn't even need the flank.
Nice.
Nice. That's some good anal sex.
Yes. I'm going
Yeah, we're
I'm
all
going to
on the same
mount it
page.
like a flag and wave it around.
I
All right, and the patriotism is strong. You pick it up and you start waving it around like a flag,
Ah!
singing the Banuk anthem.
I got it.
And yes, and then that's all she wrote for the scrapper in front of you.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to high
and then-
five the
and then
illusion.
my
I
image disappears.
I
Oh.
pick up the gun and I
The
put
high
it in
five
the bag
misses.
of holding.
Sorry, I killed Alex. What happened?
I believe it was an illusion.
Ooh,
As Korra
you
flops
killed
the,
me.
Can I loot the
Scrapper down.
robot?
Well, that's some impressive magic.
I can
For
be
your
magic.
reference, Koros, you could fuck shit up with a colonoscopy or an enema, several different means. Without anal sex, of course.
I only know what one of those 3 methods meant. What?
It's not important.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I
we all
helped
know
Suzanne.
Chorus is experienced in that.
It's certainly not whatever the first 2 were.
Just for your reference.
As you guys are having this conversation, Zellum is not listening at all. She is picking up shit. She's looting the corpse of the
Sure.
scrapper. She's picked up the gun. She's dusting her knees off, and she is not at all interested in whatever conversation you are having. So far as when you start talking about colonoscopies, she wants to look around the room to see if there's anything else of value in here.
No, I assure you, they're quite healthy. Totally regular colonoscopies are good for you. Keeping your bowels regulated is important for good digestive health.
Do I see
Yeah.
anything else?
Does anybody understand what Dante is talking about?
No, but
The science behind it is groundbreaking, I assure you. I'll show you some of my notes when we get back to Meridian.
yeah, if I
Okay.
want to be put to sleep, I'll take you up on that offer.
Sarcasm. Whoops. I apologize. I was trying
Alright.
to educate you.
I'm just
Is
going
that
to
Are you ready?
walk by. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna move on. You gents can stay or chat about. Goodbye. And can I like do perception
Bodily health
without
is an
going into the
important
room?
thing. I follow. Grubby.
Cool.
I can see you're a bottom.
I am
Alright, so
whatever I need
this
to be.
is what you see as you approach. You haven't entered. You just walked up a couple of steps.
Can I stealth forward?
Are we? Wait. Are we going upstairs or down steps?
Actually, yeah, you're going down steps. So.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Can I stealth
Down,
going
down,
forward?
down we go.
Yep. Roll stealth.
Fuck off.
Nice.
I'm not stealthy tonight, guys. I apologize. So I'm gonna keep clomping forward. Clomp, 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 clomp.
I
walk
clump
by
behind you.
Cora. If she would mention this to me, I could provide aid. I keep forgetting I can do guidance.
Maybe you should let the rogue go first and sneak by.
And then with that, I'm just gonna look at you, kind of roll my eyes, 'cause, butt stuff talk, and just kind of gesture forward, be like, "Be my guest." And
I'm
then
gonna go-
and as Alex steps to go down the stairs, I want to trip him.
But I'm too quick for that shit.
So do Cezellum do sleight of hand, and Alex do an acrobatics check.
Sleight of foot.
Cora, how weak are you?
Fuck
I see you at
y'all.
low half health.
So she sees.
I'm almost exactly half health.
How much could you go up?
I could go up 21.
21?
I have like 39 max health, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm a big barbarian.
I'll cast level 2 Cure Wounds on you before we move forward.
Oh my god. Wow. Thank you, Dante. Is this what you meant by bodily health and all that?
To an extent. I will elaborate more when we have more time. But apparently,
Over ale, I hope.
heal you 3 health.
Oh!
28.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll gladly take that 3 health. That's really funny. Can you silvery barbs that?
I cannot. Oops, I meant
That's
to put
funny.
the thing up here.
Well,
It
I
is plus my
appreciate it
spellcasting ability,
nonetheless.
so it is 3 plus 4,
Oh, okay. I'll add 4 more.
so it is 7. At least my mod is much higher than the 2d8.
That's really funny. That's like when
Alright.
my damage was almost the same as my accuracy rolls.
Are you guys done touching wands over there?
I believe so.
Well,
Completely enthusiastically.
All right. I want to peer down the corner here to see if I can see any more than what I'm looking at right now. So do I roll stealth?
My, look at all the hexagons down there.
Yeah, I would say roll stealth. Just if you're peeking around, see if you do it. Okay. That's
Okay.
about as what you can see.
All right, I will. Oh God, just trying to think if these are little part of the wall or not. Can I see if this is a wall or no?
Roll perception, because it is at the other side of the room.
Persuasion. Oh shit. Okay. Well, here's where I fucked everything up.
I mean,
You
so
know, you could ask someone who is perceptive to come help you.
Yeah, but then that would admit that I would need help.
But we're in this together. And I'm right behind you.
So from your perspective, it's a small platform, or like like a small, like a hip high barrier sort of thing. Like it's not a full on wall. It's just yeah, just like a little barrier.
Okay. Fuck, I can't see much. Zelen, can you see anything?
I will do perception check. Hey Dante, would you like to give me some guidance?
Yeah.
How do I look?
Geldath. I cast guidance.
And what does that do, sorry?
Gives you a D4
Plus.
on this ability check.
24!
Eagle Eye.
All right. So from what you could see, Sazalem, you see a large spherical blue barrier in the center at the opposite end of the room. You see a machine inside of it, but you're not quite sure what machine it is. Just the distortion of the shield makes it hard to see from where you're at. But yeah, that's what you can see from here. And like Alex thought, like those were just like hip-high barriers. That's about it.
Over
Okay.
here? So I'm gonna look at, like, I'm gonna turn around and look at the two guys behind me and go, I think it's time to power up. There's a robot in a shield. There's some barriers that are around it that can be hopped. However, I think it's gonna be something bigger. I can't really tell what it is because of the shield, but I feel like this is gonna be a big one.
Huh.
What
Is
about
this
that
what we came
device you
for?
have, Sizzle?
I am
use it
missing.
on
I'm missing some parts. That's the other reason I really wanted to come here. Is I'm looking for parts to make it whole.
Okay.
Am I able to stealth here so I can get a better look?
Sorry,
Without-
where are you stealthing to?
This little high hip, like kind of crouching, like goblin shuffle over here behind
sure.
this. Okay.
Sure.
Do stealth. Nice.
Okay. So, yeah,
When
make
you
your way
walk-
downtown.
When you walk forward, I'm just gonna move to the edge of the stairs, but I'm not gonna go out. I'm just gonna advance a little bit.
Okay.
Zod will go last down the line, so he'll let the other two by.
And I
Here we
kind of look
go.
around and see that it's just this robot. What the heck, Koros?
Oh, sorry, I went too far.
So Alex, you sneak up, and you do see, as you approach, you see this.
Let me see this AI generated image.
Oh,
shit.
pretty.
What is that?
That's our logo, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
So you
Wait, can you
see,
do that again? Where'd it go?
Make it pop, John. Make it pop.
Ooh, it's pretty.
so you approach, you see what you've never encountered one in the wild, Alex, but you have heard rumors of the sawtooth.
Okay.
And it's a very fearsome robot, very dangerous, but it also looks like it's trapped within the shield, like it's unresponsive to outside kind of noise or anything like that. It didn't respond at all to Koros taking a few steps in the room, be like, "Oh shit," and then walking back
Whoops.
out. Generally, as long as it's in this shield, it looks like it's probably safe to actually just walk around and inspect the room.
Okay, I come back to the group and let them know what's going on.
I know a lot about this thing.
Oh.
'Cause it's in my backstory that I am particularly interested in Scorchers and Sawtooths.
All right, get your little bums down here. It's safe for now.
I am going to have my spear at the ready, and Zod is within 5 feet of me at all times. And I am just kind of like in awe, because it is one of my most favorited machines.
So you said it's in your backstory? Would I know about it? You would have talked to me about this, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything I should be aware of?
It's got... Am I allowed to actually share, Mr. DM, what I know?
Not to us, because we don't know about your backstory. Unless you somehow told us while we were drunk.
No, I didn't drink with you.
Okay, then I don't think we should know, because we don't know you that. We just met you, right? Unless you told us.
I'm going to stop abruptly. And I'm going to turn to Dante. Are you in the room? Are you in the room, Dante? Are you still in the other room?
He's
along behind you guys.
cowering in the corner.
Yeah.
Whoa, cowering.
It's power up time. If we are to go forward, we have to drop the shield.
Is this what we came here for? Are we destroying this thing?
This is what Gond is telling us we need to do to keep going.
I don't think Gond is talking to us.
God is talking to me.
Oh, I thought you said Gond.
I did say Gond. My god's name is Gond.
Oh.
She might be going interchangeably between them. But the
Wait, so
point being is Gond is not speaking to us, Cecilum. What are we doing here? What is this?
He didn't tell me what this is. He just says, the shield must drop to find your way.
And you think it's referring to this stasis field around this terrible robot that will surely attack us?
I take a step forward, put my hands on my hips, and I say, "It's destiny!" And I point at the shield.
Well, I thought we were coming to stop and to confront bandits. What
No,
pain
we
is
were
there
coming to investigate the cauldron.
Look.
We were coming to find pieces for the override so that I can repair it and we can use it.
We did kill some bandits.
We did kill some bandits, but Ashis is not here.
I'm just... Didn't we take the override from the bandits and it was working then?
No. It was not working.
I mean, they had control over a watcher when we took it from them.
Because Silas set it up for them and then it broke and then he could not get it to work again.
Oh, like it was...
You
like
guys
stuck
have like
on?
one functioning piece. You do not have the other functioning piece to actually get something like that working.
That's something, sorry? What was the last piece?
So, we don't have both pieces that make it work, we only have the one. So we're looking for the other piece to make it work. That's why we're here. Well, that's why I'm here.
I'm here
Fair
because I want to stop Silas as well.
I like that. I'm going to point to Alex, like, I'm on that. However, the point is, if you can, it would be greatly appreciated if we got ready to battle, because when we take the shield down, how long do your things last? Can you cast things?
I can. I'm just still very confused. We haven't discussed... We knew we were getting the devices, but we were coming here to confront the bandits, not follow your gut.
Well, if this machine is part of the bandits, then we have to. If they're trying to weaponize this will mean no bueno for everyone else around the area.
I'm not for... Sorry. I believe I'm being misunderstood. I'm not against discovering what this is, but I do not think our aim should be simply unleash it.
So you want the
What is happening?
bandits to unleash it?
No, what is
It-
this? What is
I-
this place?
I think
This
it's
is
best.
a cauldron.
I spread my arms around and I step forward like, what? We have no idea what this place is.
Can
Tazalum seems to know what this place is, and you know what? She's been right, and she's been trustful this whole time. So you know what? I'm gonna go with her on this.
I was gonna kind of look at Alex a little shocked, like, damn. Thank you. But this seems to be some sort of robot creation center, where the robots. This is one of the many places in our world where robots are generated and put out into the world.
Oh,
Yes, obviously. I mean,
And-
I think.
And the bandits, while they had taken up residence here, seems that most of them left because they couldn't hold down the fort. As in, the robots just kept coming for them. So the person that we are looking for, bandit-wise, is not here. However, when I was doing my research into the weapon, I was told, and I believe that I can find more pieces here. And the bandit captain, who has no name, also told me that I would find the pieces here, because that's where their stuff is.
do you think the pieces are attached to that monster?
Because I was there when we talked to the bandit captain.
I'm
He
thinking
said that they had meetings here, and it was a factory. But that's it. I mean, if you believe the pieces are here, I'm even confused as a player a little bit. Like, if this is your god-driven mission, then yeah, I'm all in. But I'm so confused why we need to
I swear to God,
just
the guy
break
told
this
me.
robot
Need
out.
context.
This is the first I'm hearing about it.
No, I just
Yeah, I
got
didn't
the
really know
message
what was
that-
in here either.
I just got the message
Like,
that in
I
order to
want
keep
to
going
help you with
forward
your
for
story
this mission,
as a player. As Dante, I'm so confused. I thought we were here to stop bandits, and now we're on your divine mission. Cool. Confusing.
So are you on or are you not?
Let's investigate the room. How about that? Let's figure out what this is. How it
All
works.
right. Well, I'll let the two smart, perceptive people go ahead, as
If you're
I will.
convinced that this is what we need to do to activate the shields and kill this thing, let's do it.
We're on a mission
But-
from God.
Dante's confused and scared. Doesn't make a lot of sense for him to just open up the door to a big robot cage.
all I know.
Yeah, that's more of a
is that-
chorus thing.
I'm not trying to like derail the game by any means. I'm just trying to roleplay my guy. Like, what are we doing here? Why? Just for parts? For God-driven mission? Awesome. But I don't know about it being something to stop the band. They clearly couldn't use it.
But they could.
I don't know why we have to kill the machine. Why the machine is here in this shield? I don't know why. All I know is that we want to keep going through the cauldron. We have to drop the shield.
All right.
I have a
is
very
all
good
like
feeling about this,
preventing us
Alan.
from going further in. Can we
I don't-
investigate this room, John?
Yep. Investigate away.
Okay. Is there like a switch or a panel, like anything? Give us anything.
Here, give me that second.
Nope. I'm
So-
just-
I will help him
Staring
with
at that.
that.
So Dante, you walk around, you see like these rectangles on the walls that you've never seen before. They have a bunch of words and numbers on them, but you don't know how to interact with them. Zellum, like you with your experience with technology, you know that these are like kind of like an interface that you work with, that the machines seem to be able to communicate through, or it's some very old technology, but it is something that you could potentially manipulate and search through to find how to drop the shield or whatever it is you want to do.
All right. Next question: is it preventing us from like moving through something? Is it like blocking a door, or is it just surrounding this robot?
So it's the robot is standing on a platform, and it is purely just stopping the robot from coming out.
But what does the platform do?
I mean, from your perspective, you can't really tell. It is just a large platform that it is standing on.
And Gon said, lower the shield and find the way.
Correct. That's all he said. That's all I know from him.
Well, then,
Well, the voice in
So
my
did-
head seems to align with yours, Zellum. Whatever that means. I have a very good feeling about this. All voices aside. It'll be a glorious
I see.
tale to tell in the next town. We master a sawtooth beneath our boots.
well, then you will both have to forgive me for having little faith. I apologize. Clearly, we have swept our way here. We are here for a reason. Gond wishes it so. And I am a student of faith. And I will have faith in you, Suzellam. If you think you can lower the shield, then we will prepare ourselves and have your back.
Yes,
I-
faith and all.
I think I can lower the shield, and all I know about sawtooths, is that they have blaze canisters on their hindquarters. So, Alex,
Yeah.
fire arrows
Yes, I have fire arrows.
will cause blaze canisters to explode.
Yes.
Alternatively, we shoot the blaze canisters off, and it's something we take later. But for
I don't
all
think we
intents
can
and
afford to pull our punches with this.
correct. So let's blow shit up and fuck shit up and
Yes. Yes.
And prepare ourselves
Let it-
adequately.
I
I will
Yeah.
bond Alex and Koros.
Maybe before you do that, I've been avoiding tapping into my powers since
What the fuck,
last
man?
time.
Then what was that
haven't-
attack then earlier? That was just a smidgen of your power.
That was just me. But I don't know. I feel like I can't hold back against this monster, so
Hey,
Just
man, when you gotta
stand
do it,
back.
You gotta do it.
I don't want to injure you again.
I'm
Try
not.
to lose
I'm not
yourself
gonna.
entirely.
I wasn't going to. I was going to stand up, like step up next to you and hold your hand, anyways.
I
Be like, I'm
appreciate
with you. So if you're gonna step that way, I'm stepping with you.
I'm just
Okay,
telling
I'll
Koros
tread
not
this
to,
line.
give in to the demon.
Whatever
Give it
is.
to the demons.
I'll see what I
Clearly,
can
you
do.
do not need their powers.
Demons. All right.
But what you choose to take, make it your own.
All right.
Well, that's
Can we do a quick break?
fine words.
You gotta pee.
Yeah,
let's do
before-
a quick
before we-
break before you get into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Koros and Alex hit the hardest, so they're gonna get my last bond.
Okay. All right. Stand close, but not too close, Alex.
Bathroom.
I don't know what's gonna come out of me,
And then
but
I
for now,
will
only
use
pee.
all of my magic.
Yeah, let's reconvene in 5 minutes.
Alright.
who's back? Pew, pew. Joy, is that you?
Ugh.
Hola. Totally thought I heard John making a funny sound and forgetting to hit the mic button, but I guess not.
I have returned.
What's up?
That's up.
Wait on me.
Oh shit.
I
Boss
think we're
battle
actually
cheers.
waiting on John.
For some reason, my sound was off, so I couldn't hear any of y'all. Sorry.
I just got here. I don't think you missed much.
Yeah, nothing too important. Just butt stuff.
Yeah. There'll always be more of that later.
Dear God.
Are you guys excited for Vox Machina 2?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yes.
I am too. I'm so excited. He looks like Kratos, by the way.
Grog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
I hope they make a joke like that in the show.
Probably not, because Kratos doesn't exist in that world.
They could make a slight nod, you know, TV magic.
Wow, you're like a god of war out there, Grog. That easy.
That easy, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think they mentioned it once in the actual Critical Role.
No, they didn't. Well, it's not episode 82. Not up to there.
Mm.
Thordak's finally dead, though. Like, geez, it took us forever to get there.
The Cinder King?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good story. A lot that happens. There's like one episode. I was looking through my pictures, like my photos the other day, and like I took a screenshot of the episode when Grog meets like Carrie and Darrington, and they like go on their like little adventure shopping together. Oh my god, it's the funniest fucking episode. I remember watching that and like just dying laughing like the whole time.
Who is the guy?
Like, it's Sam. I don't know. You guys have met Terry and Darrington. Yeah.
I don't think we have yet. I don't know. I don't remember.
You wouldn't know if you had. I'm pretty sure that's already happened.
I think John might be having mic problems.
Why, can you hear him?
I feel like I can hear him talking through the wall.
So he's whispering sweet nothings to you.
Truly, they are nothings if you can't hear them.
Well, I can hear myself. Oh, not anymore. I did.
Oh, that's how we know John is here, if we can hear ourselves.
Yeah.
Who's he talking to then?
I thought he was responding to me, but he was just really quiet.
No, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Okay.
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 Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes. And me.
It sounds great. Can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Nice. How does my mic sound today, by the way? I changed up some settings.
Sound wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Okay, who you're giving the thing to?
I believe Alex and I are getting the super juice.
Super juice. What's the super juice? Is it steroids?
It's Godroids.
So before you guys do anything, like you've established that the room is safe. Do you
Is
feel
it?
the need to do a short rest before anything, or are you just
Oh.
gonna jump right into it?
I'm good. But my
I don't-
friend Koros probably needs it.
I'm actually not bad now. I cast a cure wounds on myself as well. I'm okay.
No, I won't regain anything from a short rest, so I'm fine. I'm still at full health. I haven't changed.
Let us face our destiny.
Alrighty then.
I want to time radiant consumption for when the force field goes down. If we're gonna do like a throw the switch on 5 kind of situation.
I want to I'll activate my wings when the shield goes down. So like as it touches the floor, I activate my wings.
I have 8 fire arrows, right?
You do not have 8.
Okay.
Isn't it
You
like
have
3
3.
or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I did not roll well on the first time I made fire arrows. Maybe next time you'll get more. I have.
Okay, let me put that down. 3 fire arrows.
I'll do better next time.
That's okay. Oh, shit. No, stop. 3.
Alright, so you guys is that the positions you're all gonna be taking, and who's gonna
Well,
be taking the shield down?
I figured the shield panel was over here.
I'll go over here. and
Yeah,
I
I'll
will
go right
bond
here.
Koros and Alex.
Okay, well, let me go over here then. Move.
Alright, then I'll go on the side.
Yes, as long as we're
Zod-
30 feet from each other, we'll be okay.
Zod
Oh,
will
wow, we're
stand
ten.
between Dante and I.
Alright.
Okay. As for your panel that you think, so it's literally just like a steel barrier in front of you. This is all like it's not a computer monitor or anything. The computer
Okay.
monitors are on the walls, like behind you and in the corners of the room.
Okay.
Is it a
so
full
then
height wall?
No,
It
these
is.
are half
It's a
walls.
half height.
Okay.
Oh, these are the monitors.
Yeah. So then I can just go to these monitors and activate it.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Then.
Well, I should probably
um,
stand in its way.
Okay. Ready?
Okay, maybe everybody should take cover.
Yeah, maybe I'll take a step back.
If it happens to get really lucky on initiative, it's gonna smoke somebody.
Zod's gonna stand kind of sort of in front of Dante.
I'm going to stand right over here. We're still 30 feet away.
Okay,
And
just make sure. I'm gonna run at him probably if I start. So that's, I don't know what square that's gonna be, but make sure you're in range of that if I happen to go for it before you.
Okay, right here. There you go.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
You.
So we gain some temporary cold defense, being a tiefling. And then I'm just gonna concentrate Toll the Dead. As soon as this thing looks hostile, I'm hitting it. Just gonna stand here. Hand, glow and fire.
Okay.
You guys, whenever you're ready, I'm ready. For a Gond. Yell that. Mostly Gond.
All right.
For us.
I will start. You can. Did you want to start your radiant consumption? Because I'm starting to put the shield down.
Okay, yeah, you throw the switch, my eyes will start burning.
Switch thrown. Eyes burn. Wings out.
Should we talk to it?
Nope.
Oh god. He's already put the turn order
Oh,
up.
I can't click on myself. Here we go. Cue the boss music.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I got to cue my music now.
Oh god.
Yeah. Too busy with that switch, huh?
Yep.
Angel form. I will roll my initiative. Initiative maximum.
Nice. You get to rage on his bum.
Oh, he's getting something.
He's getting something. Right in the bum.
Face our destinies, swords in hand.
Okie dokie. Koros, you're up.
Get him good.
I leap the barrier and just charge at him, raging. Oh, it's that thing again. Okay.
So you got the pixie thing again?
Yeah, the pixie or flump, where I throw a burning pixie at him, and it explodes in his face, and then through the smoke, I come leaping through with my blade, swinging recklessly.
Picturing like a fully goth pixie.
Oh yeah.
Applying black eyeliner.
100%. Oh, and that's plus a D4. And then
Explodes. Blackness.
I'll just... Crap, okay, I'll roll the D4 as well, and then I have advantage, so I'll do it again properly. Accuracy maximum!
Alright. Starting it off with a crit.
I fucking crit the D4 as well.
I don't
Oh
know
my
if that
God.
hits.
Well, there goes all our luck. Thanks.
The DC is 30. No, just kidding. So yeah, you clobber the shit out of this thing.
For destiny!
Maximum damage.
60 Wow, I rolled so many ones. And I'll do the goth pixie as well. Unless he gets a dex save.
Right?
Oh, I do. You're right.
Yeah.
What's that?
Make that 24 sword damage, and then if he can dex save against 12.
What's the extra 2 at the end?
Rage.
That rage? Oh, nice. Okay.
He fails. And he takes another 1 damage.
Nice.
Alright, that was my turn. Holy fuck.
Alright, so yeah, it's you left a good dent in that thing. Actually, it knocked a piece of its armor off.
Solid fucking hit.
He is exposed! Ah!
The sawtooth turns and looks at you, Koros, and it makes a bite and a claw attack against you.
Oh.
They have
I
advantage.
use my ready spell at all, or are we onto initiative? Oh,
What do you mean?
I wanted to use
Oh, fuck.
reaction once it, like my. Never mind.
You were gonna use like a reaction as soon as.
Well, like I asked if I could like, ready a spell for when it pops out, like a prior combat action.
Oh,
So that I could unleash it when it starts fighting against.
what were
my
you?
guys.
What were you prepping?
Just a Toll the Dead.
Okay. I mean, if
My trigger was as soon as it comes to attack my dudes. Then generally, if you hold a spell, you can use your reaction on other people's turns to trigger it. But,
okay, so yeah, I would say go ahead and use your reaction at this point then to
awesome.
pull the death.
If it fails this
Alright.
Wits save, it takes 3 damage. It does.
Nice.
It does so. Bits of
Alright.
fire
Nice.
leak out of its seams. Some necrotic damage hits it. Some
Yes.
rust starts to form.
Okay.
And I forgot to add the 4 radiant damage from my racial.
Right. Alright. So, yeah, so it goes to make a bite and claw attack against you, Koros.
He will likely land it. I have no regard for defense in this moment of glory.
What did you reckless?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, if it's just regular, it's half of each.
Oh god. Did it just hit you for a
It
crit?
hit me for a lot. Yeah, he
So,
crit
yeah,
the second
so-
attack.
Yeah, so it's going to be, 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. So 8 piercing damage and like 8 slashing since you're raging, so.
Beautiful. Okay, that's still half of my health.
Yeah.
He gives as good as he gets.
I
This
could
wouldn't be
negate it,
glory
but
if it
it's
were easy.
Not too huge.
No,
Sorry.
it's not. Don't worry about me.
I don't have that much magic left, and it actually is pretty devastating against a big target.
Alright, Dante.
Okay. Now. Okay, I guess I'll try and paralyze it. I'm gonna use hold person.
Okay.
That
Hold
only
person
works
work
against
on a big
humanoids.
robot.
Yeah, this is a
actually.
construct.
Alright, then I'm gonna blind it.
Alright.
It has to make a Constitution saving throw and beat 14 as it does. As I conjure this spell and cast fire upon its eyes, and it just kind of lashes about and resists. If it fails, the target is either blinded. Okay. On a success, the spell ends. Okay. Nothing happens. Damn it. That's my move.
Alright, Alex, you're up.
All right. I take one of my burning arrows. You know what? To get out of Chorus's way, I'm going to move here. And then take one of my burning arrows and aim it for one of the... Is it plasma canisters that I'm aiming for?
It's the blaze
Blaze.
canisters.
The blaze?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to aim for the blaze canister that's closest to me, whatever one's closest to
Alright.
me, so... Yes.
Yep, so you do hit the blaze canister.
Okay. And now I'm down to 2, and that ends my turn. So I don't know what kind of
Okay.
damage I did. So
So, you also need to roll a d4 fire damage.
oh yes, nice. Where am I? D4 1, right? 1d4.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So you strike the blaze canister with your flaming arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the blaze canister ignite, and it's becoming increasingly unstable as time goes by. It could explode any minute now.
Watch out! She's about to blow.
I just thumbs up without looking back. Oh, it's gonna blow all right.
Blow these nuts.
All right, Sazelle, you're up.
I'm going to use my bonus action to command Zod to engage. So Zod's going to move in here. And Zod's going to do force and power rend. And miss.
Yep. Nope. The sawtooth just shrugs it off.
I am going to jump up and fly. How tall is this into the ceiling?
It's fairly tall, like it's about 20 feet high.
I'm gonna fly 20 feet up until I like.
You're like at the ceiling, basically.
Yeah, but not touching the ceiling. So we'll say 15.
Okay.
Wow.
11 hits, believe it or not.
Oh,
Really? Holy shit. Okay.
Big creature.
no need to be reckless
Yeah,
on this one.
yeah, exactly. It's
You-
a pretty big creature, so
Architect.
For 5.
That means it's got like well over 100 health.
all right. So yeah, you do 5 damage. Yeah, like you threw your spear. Is what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the spear sticks into its back, and then kind of goes in,
Bam,
floats
bam.
in the smoke, and goes back in your hand. That's your entire turn.
Mhm.
Okay, Koros, back to you.
Okay, well, no need to attack recklessly if an 11's gonna smoke this guy. So after my initial huge leaping attack and then how much I just got smoked, I'm gonna take a more measured approach here. Enter a defensive posture and just stab out in the underside of its mouth as it's biting down at me. Let's try to get through to the brain or whatever passes for a brain on these creatures. Yeah! Oh my god, it was almost a crit again.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, 25 definitely hits.
Do, 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 13 damage again. Ba-bum. And then I'm going to use the bonus action to cast another dying fairy over its back to the canisters. And
Okay.
this thing does AoE damage. Can it hit multiple canisters at once?
I mean, it could, but yeah. I mean, yeah, you can.
Okay. Oh, I should add 2 damage to that radiant damage. And then I'll do the pixie, which will detonate on the end of my turn, and so will my radiant consumption that unfortunately is going to hit Zod as well for 2 damage. So 2
Sounds
damage to
okay.
everything within 5 feet of me, including myself. Ugh.
Don't.
And then, yeah, he can make a dex save on his canisters. I don't know if that's included in the radiant consumption too, but AoE damage on this. I don't know how it interacts. Oh, he gets
Okay.
fucking smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 damage from the pixie. And then, yeah, the 2 AoE to everything around. Okay. That is my turn. Still yelling.
All right. Seeing this new, actually no, it's gonna try and take another swipe at you, Koros.
Wish me luck.
With Zod being there, it's disadvantage, right? So
Correct.
Oh, nice. You got me.
Yes, I do, brother.
All right, so it misses the
Ooh.
bite. Claws.
That's a miss as well. 16 armor
Alright.
class.
So yeah, it's between you ducking, dodging, dipping, diving, and dodging, and Zod coming in and swiping away at any attacks.
He's just like that cat that like swats the paw down when it tries to swipe out, and we're like, no, no. Like Ivy's pawing. He paws the sawtooth like that.
Yeah. So, but at the end of his attack, though, you see the blaze canister hit a critical kind of point with the flames,
Oh.
and Koros and Zod, you're both going to have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, right. Danger sense gives me advantage on dex saves against effects I can see. Wish me luck. Oh, I get the D4 on this too, right?
You said acrobatics?
Dex save.
For saves? No.
Yeah. No, not for saves.
Oh, actually, you do for the bonded one. You
No,
do
I
get to
thought
use
I
it
thought
once
it was
a turn.
just acrobatics, but
It's a dex.
Dex
Just
save.
straight
Oh my
dex.
god. Advantage 12. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, you do get to use the bonded one on saves.
Oh
Okay,
god.
so Koros, Zod, and the sawtooth all take 17 damage,
Oh god. I get blown away.
That's
and
huge.
with that,
Could you
the
silver tongue
explosion-
my save?
Let me see. No.
Okay. I am down then.
when we hit level 7, I can give you my intelligence modifier, but I can't do that right yet.
That's okay. I rolled like shite.
No, the trigger creature must re-roll and use the lower. I can't trigger up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we're
So Chorus just gets blown away.
But Koros goes down, but at the same time, the as aggressive and as damage dealing as the sawtooth was, it was a bit of a piece of tissue paper, and that explosion actually hit the critical components inside of it, and you see the sawtooth actually fall to the ground as well.
We died together!
Yes!
Oh, you know why I got caught in that explosion? My sword was lodged right in its skull, and I couldn't pry it free in time.
Yeah,
It's dead?
the sawtooth has passed away.
Fuck off.
Oh, that's legendary. We got it.
was harder than that.
That's 'cause we were
read
rolling
balls to the
really bad.
walls.
Okay, well, I'm going to...
Just cough up blood. Oh, you want to tell me what's hard?
Well, I'll head over to Koros.
looting this scrapper.
I will
Okay.
heal Koros.
I love it. Just leaves his dead brother there.
I just,
Goes to loot the corpse.
I just
Ow.
heard Dante say he was going over to you, which is why I didn't bother.
No, that's so funny. It's okay.
Also, I have to mend Zod, because Zod's got 1 hit point
Was
left.
that the chain of events? I don't know. I don't recall. I was going to help you anyways. I will use my last 2nd level spell and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, thank you.
Koros, put you back together because you earned it. That was some good fighting out there, friend.
Oh, did we get him?
Oh, we got him. I was about to summon the saw blade, but you guys had it handled.
Was it awesome? Oh.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
we did some good anal sex.
As I'm like,
Oh, great.
Cure Wounds
I went for the
on your
mouth, but I
chest,
didn't
it's just,
see
like,
who
all
was behind him.
burned. You have no hair on your body, mind you, but it was awesome.
It's not
Hey,
the
don't-
first time I've lost all my body hair.
Don't worry, Koros.
I
The
will be
ladies
glad.
love a bear man.
Yeah.
I'm sure this story will earn us at least a few tender moments.
Tender. With a man so
Anyways.
burly as you, I thought you liked it rough and
I
tough.
need to cast,
Do not be so quick to place me, my man.
I need to cast, mending on Zod. Let me pull that up. He's also
Not to
going to
worry.
take an opportunity to do his own healing at the same time.
I'm gonna
We'll
healing
have
hands
you
myself for full
back
Oh.
life.
to full strength and telling your
Um,
tale soon. I pull Koros to his feet.
I can't. The spell card's not actually telling me what I heal him by. Is it still the
Yes,
same
I
as
feel
it
better
is?
already.
Is it
For
still
your
gonna be
weapon.
2d8 plus whatever?
I am out of healing magic, though. Do not do that again.
Well, I believe we're out of enemies.
Hopefully so.
As I wipe the oil off my blade.
Wow. Okay. Well, Zod only heals himself 4, so it's a good thing that I'm also going to be killing him.
Nice.
Excuse
You
me.
could wake the dead with that.
Hey,
Yes,
brother,
yeah.
how much work do you think it would be to take off its head? I think we
Well,
could make some nice armor out of its skull.
I like the sounds of that. I'll get to work immediately. I'll just like start lining up the head and just start taking swings at it.
I specifically want the jaws most, so if you can save the jaws, that would be great.
Oh, that's good, because I already put a hole in its skull.
Careful to protect your eyes when you're smashing robots apart. Turn away. Shield it. Bits
I'm pulling it up
Shit
through
that's flying at me.
5e tools, John.
Do I need to roll anything to harvest its head?
I would say roll.
I'll cast guidance on you
Thank you.
as you're
Roll
lining up this
a-
attack on its head.
Just twisted my sword just right.
I would say
2d4s now.
roll a
2d4s.
roll dexterity to see if you can get it out in one piece.
Okay. Without breaking it. Okay, I imagine reckless would be a bad idea here. Yeah! Oh! Well.
Alright, so you're trying to take the head off?
Yeah, I'm trying to just, smash its neck to smithereens and deprive it of its head.
Okay, so, I mean, you do smash the neck up, and you do a little bit of damage to the head, but, I mean, the damage done in combat versus during the smashing, I mean, it's hard to tell. You can't necessarily place the blame on you, right? So, but
I
yeah,
just,
so you
I was
you
just
do have a
unconscious a second ago.
you do have a partially damaged sawtooth head.
Ooh. Sorry, sister. It was quite the bitch.
How does it look appearance-wise then?
I mean, it's dented in, mostly towards like from the neck to, I'd say, about a quarter way into the head. It's all dented up and kind of smashed, but the face portion, you could tell it's a sawtooth.
We'll pop those dents out, don't worry.
I believe the technical term is it's fucked up.
How heavy is it?
The sawtooth head,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd estimate about 300 stones.
it's pretty
No?
big. I mean, the sawtooth is a fairly large machine. Just the head on its own, I would probably put at 120 pounds.
We are gonna leave it then because it's not in good enough condition for me to
Yes.
justify taking. Zod's gonna heal 2d6 for my
I'll take it as a
spell.
trophy.
Okay.
Strap it to my back. No problem, right? Am I strong enough to lift this? Yeah, no problem.
Poor Zod.
I'm just picturing you like groaning from like the burns on your back as you're like picking it up and just shaking
Can
my
I-
head. Like,
Can I do perception or
I'm
investigation?
gonna mount
on
it
the
in my
platform?
bedroom.
Or now that this area has been exposed, can I do perception check or investigation check?
Well, actually, while you guys are sitting here, chopping up and mangling the sawtooth, there are a couple small platforms that actually start rising up, like like in the corners here.
Oh, hell no.
Like the thing that I'm currently standing on?
Like little podiums raised out of there.
Yeah.
I leap in
Yeah.
surprise and draw my blade.
So
You did say it would show the way.
yeah.
I
So
step
and
back, light my fist up.
each one has different things on it. Like they actually like a little thing opens up in the middle and raises out. So one of them is just a transparent rectangular tablet. And in the other corner, you see that machine component that you were looking for.
Yeah.
Siobhan. And then in the two remaining corners, each of them have 3 small, like triangular pieces of metal, and they kind of light up when you touch them, but you're not quite sure what they are.
I'm sorry, did you say triangular pieces of old technology?
Yes.
And how many did you say?
Well, there was
2.
3 on each, so there's 6 in total.
Oh,
Well, isn't that just what I was looking for?
I'll inspect the tablet.
I want to pick up the machine piece to fix my override that Bandit Captain No Name mentioned.
Okay.
I pick up whatever's closest to me and inspect it.
Okay, so
my
Dante, you pick up the tablet, roll an investigation to see if you can get it working or anything.
All right. Can I do guidance on myself?
Yeah.
Can I help you in any way?
It's unnecessary. I
Okay.
know exactly what this is. I think.
Okay, so the tablet itself is not a it doesn't seem to function on its own, but you recognize the triangular pieces of metal from some of the scouting you did with the rebellion. There were some bandits that had these, like the ones that were working with the machines and stuff, and they seem to be able to communicate through these devices, and they seem to be able to focus and analyze like their environment around them with it.
The little triangular metal bits that.
Yeah,
Sonora
it's
registered?
actually a piece of equipment that you notice that like if you put it on yourself, like on your head, it's almost like it magnetically sticks to you. You can't really tell how it sticks to you, but like if you put it next to your ear or anything like that, it actually just magnetically sticks to your face.
That's creepy.
I
Okay.
thought I always pictured it like a Bluetooth earpiece. Goes like around your ear or something.
If you
Yeah,
could,
no,
put
it's-
It does not look like a Bluetooth.
It just well, well, have you ever
Is that-
seen Bluetooth, brother? That would be weird. That's too many blueberries.
I
Well,
believe that
I
is
agree.
another robot species far to the north. Never encountered
Bluetooth, yeah,
them.
we did just kill a sawtooth. They must be
Yes,
aquatic.
Yes, indeed. Exactly. I
Ooh.
believe that is correct.
Yeah, so
Oh.
these are the triangular items. So they're like I said, like from what you can see, like there's no clips or anything on it. It's just a flat plane essentially, but it somehow sticks to you.
Hey Dante, what you got there?
I
Yeah, bro.
couldn't tell you if I wanted to, but I have seen these before with the bandits. I believe it allows you to get closer to the robots or communicate with them in some manner. We'll have to experiment with it. Maybe something more docile than a sawtooth. I left it for us in this old turtle shell.
Well, we did make this one pretty docile eventually.
Hey, isn't that the thing they put on their temples?
Yep.
Oh, it's that small, eh?
Yep.
Oh.
It's
Well,
like
then,
it's smaller than a Dorito chip.
Like
Gotcha.
basically, it's almost like it's a little bit bigger than like a guitar pick.
Gotcha. A little piece of metal. Got it. I was picturing something way bigger.
Yeah, it literally just sits on your temple. There's no like connection. Just bloop.
Gotcha. So we
So-
could probably use these to communicate with the robots somehow.
Or
I think
each
they
other,
communicate.
maybe?
Yeah, I think they communicate with each other. I've heard Silas use this.
Hmm.
What I heard. So.
Maybe we can figure out some sort of frequency we can put them all to so that we may have a method of communication.
Maybe Shiny Boy knows how to do it.
Shawnee Boy's not going to know how to do this.
Oh, my
Um,
friend Jonathan. Maybe. Perhaps.
Now, the platform that came out of the middle of the entire thing, does it look like my override will connect to it?
You're thinking of the game and not what occurred in the end.
Well, you said there was 4 podiums, so I'm just wondering if there's another one that came up when we picked up shit.
No, there was just the 4 the little podiums that came up and gave you the items.
Okay, that works.
Well, I'll leave it to you, Cizellum, to take and loot the items as you are the responsible one.
Well, I'm not gonna take things from Dante. Jeez, that's not nice.
I would.
Can I inspect the thing that I put in
No,
my hand,
I'm
whatever
not
it is?
supporting them. I just was inspecting the tablet because I thought that'd be interesting first, but apparently it's nothing. And these chips are the things to be noted. I put them
Wait,
all
so-
in the loot pile.
So, Chorus, you're gonna inspect the triangular piece of metal.
Oh, is that what I picked up? Yeah, I will inspect the triangle.
All right.
Is it the same as theirs, Dorito?
Yes. Yeah. There's 6
Oh.
identical.
Oh, okay. Damn. Never mind. I believe what they said.
There's 6 and there's only 4 of us, plus Zod.
Could maybe install one on Zod to see if he can.
What's the range on these things?
That's a good question. I feel like that would require some time.
Finessing? Yeah, that would require us to sit down and kind of...
So, okay, I think I don't know what to do from here. I don't know what to do from here.
Is
Alright,
there anything left? Did we explore this place to its fullest?
I think so. I mean, where do we go from here? Nothing's happening. No platform.
Well,
No other platforms are moving. I guess we
Did
just.
we?
you
Walk
said that
in?
Gon
Bandits
said
we
like
found?
that this was the way.
The bandits have already been looted by Cizellum.
And they didn't
Oh, yeah.
have anything? No notes,
Killed all the
documents?
bandits.
Nothing.
Yes, I collected 15 gold pieces. And another 10 pieces from somebody else.
Okay.
So,
Well, I think we should get the fuck out of here before someone comes back and really wrecks our shit up.
maybe, yeah. I'm confused. What did we really get out of this? Like, Gon said that you had to kill this thing, and we did that.
No,
And
God
we-
just said that in order to continue or to find our way, we had to drop the shield. And we
That was in the
did.
way.
And so we did, and we killed the robot. What we got out of this was what the bandit captain said about the piece. So he said that his machine override wasn't working, and the pieces to fix it were here because the bandits left them here. I had grabbed.
So these
I got the
pieces
piece
mean
we-
something. Okay.
Well, yes, because now I can make it whole, so I can try and put the override together to figure out how to use it now. It'll be functional. I got the piece we needed, and then these little nacho chip things. Well, I'll spend some time to see if I can make them functional for our group.
So we
Other-
found 2 unique pieces and 6 Doritos. Like a
2
tablet.
I love that you're calling them Doritos.
Is that not good? Is that not apt?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got the tablet, the machine piece, and the 6 Doritos.
So are you guys doing anything with them, or are you just kind of throwing them in the bag of holding for later?
Bag of holding for later, because I thought people said they wanted to leave so that we didn't get stuck here.
I'll put one on me. I have a theory.
If you're putting one on, I'm gonna hesitantly put one on. I watch you do it, and I'm like, okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
We have to learn somehow. I put it on my chest like reboot. Like,
So
I give one to Koros and I give one to Alex.
okay, so Dante, you put one on your chest, like Tony Stark getting it, and then
Yeah.
Sazalem, you're putting one on.
I'm putting it on next to my ear on my right.
Okay, so Sazalem, you see as soon as you put it on, you see. Well, actually, and Dante, you both see the tablet that you're holding kind of light up. Like it was non-functional if you weren't wearing these focuses.
Focus
and-
eye.
Yeah, focus eye.
There we go. Love it.
And yeah, and you notice that the tablet is full of information.
Oh, Fazellum, are you seeing this?
I'm
Yes.
like wide-eyed, just like enthralled, like, oh my god, this is so cool. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and-
like, if Dante's holding the tablet, I'm gonna basically lean into him and like flick up.
Okay. Yeah, so you flick up and it's like a touch screen. The text scrolls up.
I
Also,
grab his arm.
Dante, it works for you, but it doesn't work quite as well. Like you're not seeing the same thing that Sazalem is seeing. Like it's flickering. It's like it's, and you see the triangle, like the focus, whereas Sazalem's is blue, yours is glowing like a yellowish. It's fading between yellow and red. And
Okay, I explained this to Zellum, and I guess she says the opposite.
Yeah, I'll
So
be
I
like,
changed the
just
position of my thing.
put it next to your head, your ear, so that it projects in front of.
Alright, I copy her. Does
okay,
it
and then as
improve?
soon as you do that, the color turns back to blue.
And then I flick to show him what I saw. I'm
I-
like,
I audibly
cool.
gasped and like almost dropped the tablet. Like, what
I, like-
are we? What is happening?
When you almost drop it, I reach for it too, so that it doesn't fall. So awkwardly, my arm's kind of like around you, trying to
This
catch it.
is-
Oh, sorry.
what
Oh,
arcane
this is
magic
bedroom stuff. Oh, jeez. Avert your eyes, Koros.
No, while they're fussing about with this tablet, I just take a knee in front of this slagged monster and just try to think about the day's events and what we just went through, and just trying to think to myself, ignoring the chaos around me.
Are you okay, bro? You look like you're gonna die.
I just need a moment.
Okay, so as Salam and Dante, you're going through this tablet. I guess both of you do investigation because you need to search through the tablet to find the information that's on it.
Alright. This is startling. You were right. There was more to this than I had imagined.
I got a 13.
Okay.
Thank goodness, because I did not.
Yeah, so you find a fair bit of information on here. You find a little bit of information about the override device that it provided you. And it actually provides you with information on like where the entry points to overriding certain machines are. So with what you could find on the tablet, you find like the spots to override watchers, striders, chargers, and broadheads. Some of these are actually mountable machines, so if you override a strider, you could actually ride it.
Just the strider?
Striders,
You're
chargers,
saying
and
some of them
broadheads.
are mountable. He's just giving us a good example, I think.
Cool. Okay. Dante, would you be
Yes.
opposed to me keeping this tablet so that I may share this information? I want to see if I can upload the information on this tablet to our Doritos.
No, I think I'm going to take up artificery and, well, it's mine. And you can't have it or even see it. I'm obviously kidding. No, obviously.
Sazam was like, oh.
Stop
Just
looking
rude.
at my toys. They're mine. No.
Okay.
No, obviously I insist you take it. I wouldn't even know what to begin with this information. I'm sure you'll put it to good use for the group.
I will make sure that I share this. Okay, what can I call this? Tablet of information?
Tablet of apples.
Tablet of overrides?
Yeah, you could just call it like the
Override
override
tablet.
tablet.
Split of apples.
So it kind of just teaches us how to override any of these machines.
Yeah, so
Or
it
do
tells
we have to have
tells me
it,
where
like,
to
on
do
hand?
it.
Oh, okay.
So I was
Yeah.
hoping to upload that information to your focus so that like everyone has access to it and knows how to override these machines.
Well, you
Maybe
wouldn't
it's
necessarily
probably
know
teach
what uploading is, so I would say you would have to do a straight intelligence check to see if you could do that.
Well, I don't mean today. I don't mean right now. I just mean like I want to try doing that another time. So I want the tablet.
We just like have it ready like a Pokedex. We find something.
Okay. I was thinking more like, you know, touch your focus, or touch your Dorito, and that information pops up in front of you.
That'd be kind of cool too. Be fun if
I
they
love and
talked at us,
respect
though.
you, but when you talk like this, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's okay, brother. We both have different skills.
That's right.
And I kind of give you like a teasing wink, like I'm picking on you.
Oh, this is nothing.
Yes, I know. I will never forget those nights when you tried to murder me in my sleep with your farts.
What? I thought you weren't going to tell anybody. Embarrassment in front of my new friends.
Well, first of all, they're our new friends, and second of all, I never promised to not share that with anyone.
That's fair. I thought it was unsaid, unspoken.
Oh,
It seems
well.
like you went easy on our coach. She's still here.
The game is afoot. I'll say
Oh.
that.
I
Not
learned how to
you.
sleep in trees, Dante.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, Koros, you catch flies with honey than with vinegar.
The ale, it just does things to me. You understand.
No, because I drink straight whiskey.
Oh.
Or whatever
You've been drinking ale every time you and Koros have had drinks.
Shh.
You
Don't
stink
tell
bug.
anybody. Don't tell anybody.
I'm not too choosy about what I drink. Can't be when you're a wanderer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when you're poor.
Well, there have been spots.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. This place creeps me out.
I agree.
Can we actually call it for the night? Because
Yeah.
I gotta be up at 5:45.
Me too. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
This is a logical conclusion. As I get up from my kneeling position and stretch, sheath my blade. Alright, let's get out of here. In the new year.
Yes, to the new year.
To the new year.
To the
Yeah.
new year. Last game of D&D of 2022!
Woohoo!
We defeated the cauldron before Christmas.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It is a Christmas miracle.
That is awesome. So I guess next D&D in the new year. I can't wait.
Really good times. Good session tonight, John. Really good job. You guys are awesome.
Yeah,
Good
man.
job,
I gotta go to bed though.
Good job, team.
Have a good night, Nick. We'll talk to you later.
Good night. We'll see you in the new year.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
Later.
Bye.
Peace.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye. I gotta go to bed too. Good night. Bye. See ya.
Bye.
Wait.